What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Let's go to this tomb world, shall we? This might be one of the final locations we go to, which is crazy. Lord Captain, we've spotted a planetoid with an unidentified xenostructure. Something tells me this is the place we've been looking for. Augur clerics detect a field of void mines on our trajectory towards the planetoid. Transmit the deactivation code we found in the outpost of Lord Inquisitor's men. Beginning transmission. Receiving return signal. 5% of mines reported transition to sleep mode. Receiving coordinates of an area designated as main landing site. We have a safe channel of approach toward Epitaph and coordinates for landing. Are there any traces of Calcazar? Plenty. We're picking up remaining vox echoes of conversation, standard signals belonging to Augur observation systems, the gas thermal trails of shuttles preparing to land. You know, Lord Captain, it seems to me that this place is about to fall apart. Augurs detect a multitude of signs pointing to structural damage in the tomb located on the planetoid, and they are very fresh. Commence preparation of landing party. I will lead it personally. Are you certain, Lord Captain? I beg your pardon for such audacity, but this old void wolf's guts telling him that this tomb is very likely to become ours. I have a bad feeling, as if, forgive me, your lordship, I've completely lost my senses giving out advice like that. I'm ready to face whatever lies in wait. We make the landing. Be careful, your lordship. We'll wait as long as it takes for your retrieval signal, even if the Xeno fleet in the world appears to swat us from the orbit. It's the final countdown. Nomos. Every person on the bridge freezes in astonishment, watching the remarkable procession approach your throne. Officers and enforcers are glancing at you questioningly, but do not interfere until they are ordered to. We have come to speak with you, Gregor. You gave us food for consideration by revealing the mystery of our origin. From then to now, we observed calculated since, and we discovered that a great change is coming, a trial. We see the potential for a great disaster. It is already ripening. The wave could crash down upon the Koronus Expanse and perhaps extend it beyond it. We are heading for suffering and death. You are the one who can prevent the disaster, and we want to help you. We do. Let us help. Nomos are not human, but we have learned to see people as more than shells. We want to save them, protect them. What do you wish to do? Wait until the unknown threat appears before you, then face it. We do not know where or when it will happen. We do not know what we will face, but we know that we want to be there with you. There is something we require to do. Nomos are tethered to the shell of the ship. We can follow you only outside using servitors by our shell, but they are lacking. Only a modicum of us can enter such a primitive vessel, and our power is likewise limited. We need a vessel, a body. Very few things can house us. This is why we have come to speak to you. Magos Excelliarpius offered us his shell. It might do. Indeed, I have. I cannot think of a prouder end to my pilgrimage than the liturgy of synchronization with the Great Spirit. I will become the vessel for the Omnisci's favorite child and step beyond the confines of wretched living existence and into the halls of the eternal machine song. You would sacrifice yourself as Sepulus? I desire it more than anything. We have asked him many times because we did not want to hurt him. Nomos would not have proposed it if the humans were against it. Wait, what is this threat coming? Nomos cannot say. Something changed after you helped us remember our birth on Epitaph. We now sense the liberation of something vast, which is actually a mere fraction of something limitless. It is seeping through a breach, its shoulders pushed against the walls of its prison that are about to give, but what it is we do not know. We must say, it frightens us to think about this unknown something that is trying to break free. It is so vast, too vast to measure or explain. But we now know that living souls are the same. They always are larger than they seem, and no capacity can calculate their potential. This makes us believe that we, Nomos, and you, Gregor, can step beyond the limit of calculations. There will be face the unleashing horror without faltering. I've heard you and made my decision. We await your word, Master of the Ship. Please, give us freedom, and we will stand with you in the hour of great need. Might regret this, but you can take Excelliarpius' body. Praise the Omnisci. I kneel before his favorite child and humbly offer this shell as a gift. May it become a temple to the machine and a vessel for its great spirit. I was saying that was Nomos, even though it wasn't. How interesting. We feel restricted, but not as much as inside servitors. Some work must be done on the new shell, then we will be ready for journeys to the outside. We will leave you for now, Gregor, but in the hour when you stand before the great trial, we will return and stand with you side by side. I trust you. Sort of. Alright. Order the Vox Master to initiate the landing. We never got to do that. We never got to do that because the situation never resolved itself. Is everybody ready? For the final no, I'm just kidding. We've already been there today. Let's not go there again. Your Lordship, the shuttle is ready for landing. We have an exact coordinates for a secure landing site. We authorize the start of the expedition. Permission to take off. We're heading. Oh, I still need to say my goodbyes. Abelard. Abelard looks at you with a tired smile. He cannot resist giving you his characteristic appraising glance. Well, Lord Captain, my service to you began under the most remarkable circumstances. I shall hardly be surprised that you have ever delivered us into circumstances more unexpected and surprising than ever before. Of one thing I am certain, the Von Valencius dynasty will cover itself in glory today. Abelard, no matter what, you were always at my side. Seneschal's place is at the rogue trader's side. As if you learned, others can betray and abandon you in your darkest hour. If the Lord Captain cannot count on the Seneschal, then there is no one to count on. That is not a fate that I wish for you, so I'm doing my duty. You have a highly organized mind, so you must have already considered what you're going to do once this campaign of ours comes to an end. Somewhat embarrassed, Abelard tucks his thumbs in his belt. Now that I have your blessing, it's about time I took care of my family. The Warsarian clan has gone without its patriarch for too long. I should make time for my descendants before some noble upstart tries to chew them up again. Are you ready to follow me all the way? As always, Lord Captain, I would follow you into fire and back. God Emperor be my witness. I have the honor of serving under 2 rogue traders and survived 1, so there would be no shame in going down alongside the other, if it comes to that naturally. Abelard's chuckle sounds slightly sharper than usual. Get ready, Abelard. We have quite the ordeal ahead of us. We've been through worse. The old Seneschal grins cheekily, and for a split second looks younger by a good 100 years. He bows his gray head. I serve House Von Valencius, Lord Captain. Good. Ulfar! I am not a priest, of course, and the spirits do not always speak clearly to me, but I did cast the runes. You have a great challenge ahead of you, Advatar. Be careful, or better yet, take me with you. There is no better way to guard your safety. I'm glad the Emperor brought our paths together. This only proves that we will not lose, Advatar. Go into the foulest hole in the universe where only lowborn and wretched inhumans crawl, fall into darkness, and then cry out, who here believes in the All-Father, sisters and brothers? And even there, in the world's most rotten pit, you will hear an answer. And if you reach toward that voice, you will find a worthy companion. Everyone who believes in him and follows in his footsteps is given the chance to become something greater and more worthy. Xavier Calcazar is waiting for me down there. Should I give him your regards? I would rather talk to him myself. My angry and vengeful heart tells me that only he knows how and why the baleful pack died. It also tells me that I will not forgive myself if that puffed up arsehole Calcazar somehow dies before I rip the answers from his leering mouth. You found your pack and our campaign is nearing its end. What are you going to do next? Ulfar shrugs. I will go wherever and ask every person I meet, do you know the face of evil? Then I will find that evil and kill it, until I find something who kills me. If you want to seek me out, follow the bloody trail in the snow, and should you find my cold body at the end, do me a favor and give me a proper burial, Advatar. Vinris Yolda, Luck. Vinris Yolda, Advatar. Ulfar bows his head solemnly and respectfully with an unknown honor granted to a mortal who has impressed the Ember's angel with his deeds. Adira. Adira looks at you with red-eyed eyes. Despite the tired look on her face, she smiles broadly, either at you or something behind you. Well, Lord Captain, my little whispers have grown quiet. It's like they know the thread we've been following is finally at an end. It's now or never, isn't it? Thank you for everything, either way, Lord Captain. How about Adira? Grant me one last prediction for the road. You think the little whisperers are going to play nice? Huh, they weren't that useful even before, and now they're more likely to mess us around than save our bacon. Adira laughs ruefully. Lord Captain, your fate is in your hands alone. Do not let the words of a deranged psyker confuse you. You're not meant to listen to the grumbling beyond the veil. I'm glad you've been at my side all this time. Adira sobs at your words. I thank you, Lord Captain. I can't imagine why you've shown me so much kindness. After everything we've been through, you're the only reason I'm still alive. There were so many ways I could have died. I know I've been harping on you all this time about Lady Theodora this, Lady Theodora that. You know, you may never become who she was, but she could never be who you are either. And I'm glad it was you who replaced her in that life threw me together with you and not somebody else. So there. Now let's change the subject before I get all sentimental, alright? What do you think awaits us after this last skirmish? Well, I have no doubts about you. Everything's going to come up roses for you. As for me, dear, catch yourself. You know, maybe I won't live long, but it'll be a good life. I'll leave behind so many tales to tell. Let them remember my name over a mug of something foamy and laugh at the stories at the end. Well, of our exploits. Hug Adira. Adira sobs fearfully, but in the next moment she hugs you back. There. You really have lost that, haven't you? She is silent for a few seconds and mutters something before letting you go. Thanks. Pull yourself together, Adira. We have a tough battle ahead of us. If it were an easy battle, who would even bother to tell tales about it? Nobody, that's who. Let's show him, Lord Captain. Yulet. Yulet looks at you, her emerald eyes shining with quiet determination. When the path my Lost soul was following crumbled beneath my feet, shattered, plunged me into doubt. You were always there, Elentok. Despite how much you hated my kind, despite what my kin were doing, it's time for me to repay you in kind. Our journey has not been... Yeah, I'm pretty sure hour is supposed to be that. Our journey has not been an easy one, but I'm glad that both of us are here today. We both defended what we hold dear, just as life taught us, and today my soul is at peace, for we can share the pain in the coming battle between us, so it is diminished. Will our paths diverge if we survive? Someday they will, Elentok. Exile opened my eyes to many things, but the path of the outcast weighs heavily on my heart. I think that I see my new path clearly now. It sings to me, calling me forward. The path of the warrior, the protector of those I could not say before. All that I have learned about the world, about humans, about you, I will take this knowledge into my new life, and into the lives of my kin. Our fate will be decided in the coming battle. Hewlett's voice rings like a naked steel. I am ready to drive back the darkness, Elentok. Are you? I am. Jai? The Exalted One once wove our destinies into glittering tapestry of the world with gold and silver thread, Shireen. And today the pattern of our lives will either be completed, Jai snaps her middle finger deliberately loudly, or the tapestry will be torn asunder. Personally, I prefer to place my hope in the first option. Are you afraid of what's to come, Jai? The battle against the enemy? Pain? Oblivion? Jai smiles and shakes her head. No, Shireen. My only fear is that after these tribulations, we will never be the same again, and I do so enjoy being me. After a pregnant pause, Jai continues in her usual playful manner. So, what brings you to me, Shireen? Not parting words, I hope, because I despise goodbyes. I feel as though they rob me of my future. You never want to hear goodbye, after all, but only see you again under the same stars. Just wanted to say I'm glad of your company, especially now. Our alliance is like a miraculous oasis blooming in the fierce desert heat. I am glad to be your partner and friend, and an ally in the fight against the enemy. I'm curious to see what you will do once this is all over. You mean, if it's ever over? And if the Azai don't play their evil tricks on us? Jai raises an eyebrow and shrugs. I don't know, Shireen. Being drunk on an unbridled freedom sounds nice. It's so close. I could reach out and grab it like the tail of a comet and leave the Casa Bellica mission behind. Start doing things on my own without having to rely on your good favor. Limitless possibilities lie ahead. I just have to survive the coming darkness. Get a grip, Jai. We have a hard battle ahead of us. Rest assured, Shireen, when it comes to matters of being in oblivion, Jai Hadari has the coldest mind and the bravest heart. India? Nothing to talk about. That's okay, I accept that. The tech priest is checking his gear, whispering prayers to the Omnissiah, who looks up at you and speaks matter-of-factly. The tactical equipment audit is 97% complete. No critical failures detected. The Omnissiah shows favor. You don't seem too worried about the coming landing. The Vox makes a rustling noise that sounds like a chuckle. A mission of reconnaissance is a blessed and desirable one for an explorator. The data soul of one who explores, analyzes, and charts overflows with the joy of servitude. Eska lowers his eyes. I would be honored to disembark with you. You took good care of my ship and equipment. The destiny will not forget. Where the iron flowers of the Omnissiah bloom, there must also be his passionate gardeners. Thank you for honoring this unit by letting it serve the formidable spirit of the Von Valancius dynasty's flagship and your lordship. When the campaign comes to an end, will you stay on duty or return to your fellow tech priests? It has been an honor to work with you, but the time of servitude for this unit has come to an end. Servitude is the way of the one who questions, and I have my answers. I will gather my flock and give them answers, not as a servant, but as a ruler and a mentor. May we have good fortune. There's no such thing as good fortune. May the statistical probability be predictably positive. Thank you for that. Heinrichs von Kalix nods to you. Our journey together approaches its end. One last push, and the secrets of the Expanse and Calcazar will be laid to rest. I can't wait. I'm tired of the shroud of secrecy that has hidden the truth even from me. You'll meet your mentor again down there. And I have questions for him. I want to know why I was left in the dark, about everything that was happening in the shadows of the Expanse, why all the acolytes died on their way here. Well, almost all of the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. Why Heinrichs exhales sharply and stiffens. I want to hear what he has to say and then make my judgment. When all this is over, he's going to be upset because I'm not taking him with me. When all this is over, what will you do? Heinrichs presses his lips together and shakes his head. I feel uneasy even thinking about it, but if Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar falls today, Heinrichs locks eyes with you. Someone is to take the rosette of the Ordo Xenos at the very least, until the Inquisition Enclave determines who will be a worthy successor to Xavier. Epitaph awaits. Steal your heart. The interrogator dips his head. Lead on, rogue trader Von Valancius. Argenta greets you with a clear and burning gaze. I pray, rogue trader, I pray that the hearts of your comrades remain strong and that our courage holds that our weapons prevail. I pray that the light of terror does not turn away from us, even for a moment, that the fires within us only burns brighter as the foes before us grow fiercer. And I pray for you. Terra's light is what guides us through the darkness, but you are the force that keeps us from straying from the path. Together till the end, sister, in his name and for Terra's light. In his name and for Terra's light, echoes the voice of the Sister of Battle. If you thought tend to think about the future. What will you do after we prevail in this pivotal battle? I will carry on in my service to the Emperor as I always have, but no longer as a fledgling sister of battle, but as a keeper of a relic that has been bestowed upon me by his will. I want to bring light to all the faithful in the Koronus Expanse, as Saint Argenta did in her lifetime, and I know I am ready for this mission. We are almost out of time. Prepare yourself. I'm prepared now and always. And my girl Cassia. My love, Cassia brushes the invisible weight off your shoulder with a light movement, and your heart feels a little calmer. What lies ahead of us is uncertain, perhaps to darkness and oblivion, and yet I feel no fear, no trepidation, no doubt. Cassia's palms just rest gently on your cheek. To be here with you, to share the last moments of peace before the inevitable. If either of us should die in the coming battle, know that I will look for you in the next life until I find you again. I'd rather not wait several lives. Let us find our blessing in this one. Kiss. Cassia shakes her head, laughing softly. It would be wonderful, my love, but will the stars let us? It's probably not the future you dreamt of, but if all of this ends in victory for us, what should you intend to do? Until duty calls me, I would like to spend the best moments of my life with you, Lord Captain, and only the stars know what will happen next. Steel yourself, Lady Cassia, the hour of the battle is at hand. My heart is fluttering, Lord Captain, but not because of fear or doubt. I'm ready to face what is coming. And I wanted to see if, the factotum had anything to say. Nope. Sorry. Which means that probably the other guy doesn't. Give one last pet to Soroko, just in case. Never know, never know. And let's go landing. I know that took a lot of minutes, guys, but we gotta hear the story on our first playthrough. Second time around, we won't be as worried about it. Permission to take off. We're heading to Epitaph. Acknowledge. Glory to Von Valancia's dynasty. Be safe, Lord Captain. That's my group. Sorry, guys. I would feel awkward being a heretic next playthrough and taking Ablard along with me. To tank. Unactivated Xenos, it would appear. And a dead guy.
Even the wicked Xenos were no match for the scourge that has befallen them. How pitiful their empty shells look.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
I sense something nearby.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Necro Contech? Hotshot las gun? Huh. Necron weapon. Plus 20 movement points. That's wild. I mean, we're not going to use like any of that, but that's wild.
Keep your wits about you.
The odd haze obscures your vision, and for a moment you see the metallic corpses at your feet turn into the bodies of soldiers clad in the colors of your dynasty. The Xenos do not show any signs of aggression, simply staring ahead. There is an odd, disoriented
I always keep my options open.
Out of the corner of your eye inside the glowing green orb mounted on the contraption, you can see the reflections of people who are not here. They are looking at you curiously and fearfully. Interesting. This thing came in hot. A little too hot, apparently.
I always have a backup plan.
What are you doing down there? Can't even see it anymore. Unless it was over here, but I didn't think it was. The Xenos is making the same rhythmic sound over and over. It's trying to say something but losing its train of thought every time and starting anew. Every few moments, the metal particles lose their... Whoa. That's not good. Lose their color and become translucent. You can see something dark and formless behind the metal, yearning to be born but unable to do so yet. Where are you going? Oh, come on. I'm not going to be able to look at that. A broken metallic finger sticks out from between the sarcophagus doors that are slightly ajar and wriggling weakly. Please. That sucks. I really wanted to examine that one. It's gonna say something about the giant army forming or something, and I thought that'd be cool to hear. Oh,
Rise
well.
to the top, or get left in the dust.
Elegy of Sorrow. The drawn-out metallic groans form a painful and melancholy melody, but one that oozes with venomous spite. The armored plates sing in an unknown language, and you feel as though the meaning is on the verge of reaching your mind, unless the monster cut your life short before that. The grating roar is more likely the sound of a metal torture instrument than a sentient being's speech. I recognize a leader and a true warrior in this one, yet still is Xenos unworthy of life, but a warrior all the same. I bet this noble madman of battle will fall upon my hand. Ulfar casts a joyous look over at the party, as if expecting someone to take him up on the wager. Examine the creature. The Xenos' entire skeletal body is made of an unknown metal interlaced with a greenish energy channels aglow with currents. Below its waist, the flares of a grav pad are humming and rattling. Its upper limbs fuse into a formidable heavy cannon. Not a single part of the monster's body betrays its vulnerability. Without a doubt, this is the technologically superb machine designed to annihilate all life. Disabling it will not be easy. Destroy it. The sound of vibrating metal plates is both rhythmic malice of march and a hollow hum of misery, the lament of an immortal mechanism doomed to aeons of wrath and battle, or else an impending demise. The salvo from this monstrous cannon is an infernal orchestral chord that makes the very fabric of space tremble.
You don't belong in this galaxy.
Well, it's a big fight. Ulfar, get up in there too a little bit. Only 3,000 health. Yeah, this is the thing that can't hit it from other than from the back. Awkward. Try to get into a little bit of a protective area for that. Yeah, you can't get all the way back there. That's okay. Cassie is like one of the only ones that can like actually stop this guy from facing us, so maybe. Can't see him from there, that's unfortunate.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Okay.
This tedium
We'll
is
work on
beneath
some other
me.
things first then.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I understand your intent. My reckoning will be swift.
Actually gonna place this like here.
My vow is to serve. Request
Good luck, Gregor.
approved.
Nobody grouped up enough for a big explosion. I guess you technically are.
Knows all, comprehends all. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binaric override. Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Battlefields are
Gotta turn this
always
guy around.
drowned in scarlet. I am a navigator, not a servant.
Turn around, brother. No. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. If I move here, I think it'll be fine.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Might Cassia die because of this? Maybe.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain, I prefer painted flesh.
Maybe.
Isn't
She's
this a
gonna
job
buff
for the
herself up a little
serfs?
bit. Trying to get him to really have his back towards us.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
It's as good as done.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Now you're let get over here.
Just designate a target. If I must. If it serves your
Butt
cause.
is available for shooting. So let's shoot it.
Fortune favors the swift. I am not your Xenos pet, monk. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I understand your intent. Fortune favors the swift. This tedium is beneath me.
High momentum.
Got him.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. Fortune favors the swift. If I must.
I need this to kill him, please. Thank you. And then you can use this to take him out. Rest of the
My
way.
heart sings with the thrill of battle.
Did you miss? What?
That is beneath me. I move as if unseen.
If only that were possible.
Good work, Cassie. You did great.
Who, if not me?
I don't know why you don't have any movement,
I'll
Gregor,
see
but
to
get
it
out there.
personally. My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Immolate the soul.
Reassemble.
You cannot force me, Elantak. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet. Another soul slips beyond the veil. This tedium is beneath me.
Nice,
My
he didn't get his
hands.
animation, reanimation.
I understand your intent.
Haha, you missed. Now Gregor will take
Mere
tiny damages
pain
from
won't
these guys.
Stop me.
Argenta, my dear. Can't see like anybody from here except this one. Well, that one should be taken care of on the next turn. Get up here.
I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! Faith without deeds is worthless. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Ulfa!
Get up
Our
here, buddy.
foes reek of cowardice. See how the wolf succeeds.
You have a lot of buttons
So
to press
it
before
shall
you get to go.
be. Wolves reign. High momentum. So it shall be. You will not undo me. Feel the unseen
I just
bite
realized
of
that I could
death.
speed it up like that. That's so much better. Also, he must be very armored. If you can't tell.
Wolves rage.
It's pretty great.
The fame-hungry come. By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder. Cubs play, die in disgrace.
Yeah, this one over here just must be really armored up. I hate when I see people walking outside my window because my neighbors live relatively close. I'm like, ah, people.
None can do better than a wolves rage.
They're right outside my window. Go away.
See how the wolf sets.
You know, and they always walk over there. They must have something over there, but like I look and it's just the side of their house. Or maybe there's like a, maybe it's like a meter or something's over there.
Wolves rage. I will carve runes out of your
That's 3 kills for my boy.
and become the own father's worthy instrument. So it shall be. You will not undo me.
Oh, trust me, if he had more shots, he would be undone. I think he's gonna run out of shots
Feel
though.
the icy bite of death.
Yeah. Get up there, Gregor. Give Gregor a chance to cut him down real quick, see?
As the tactical imperative dictates. Reassemblement commencing. Now is to serve.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
If I must. I am not your zenith pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
5,800
Beyond the
damage.
veil.
Woo-wee. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Let's see what Cassia found here. The tiny notebook is adorned with the coat of arms of the House Bond Valancius. The pages made from real paper carry a pleasant scent of perfume and are covered in the ruler's straight lines of text. Their meaning is locked by an intricate cipher, but you do not need to know the contents of this to identify the author. You know too well this perfect calligraphic handwriting all too well.
I know how to take
She has
risks.
a diary here. Why wouldn't she? Well, guys, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode because who knows how long this area is actually going to take us. I will see you all in the next one. After we look at this. Surface of the steel is brewing with revolting bubbles as if it's trying to disgorge itself into some new form. But until then, peace.